What can redeem 2020? While searching for a COVID-19 treatment, someone discovers a cheap broad-spectrum antiviral. Think the discovery of penicillin, just for viruses. I like this idea, but let's take it another step, and they accidentally discover a side effect to the vaccine that targets and destroys specific cancer cells, or binds to the RNA of HIV and destroys it. Me personally becoming very wealthy. Or better yet, me personally becoming wealthy. I don't know. I don't have 2020 vision. Asterisk asterisk smiles smugly and gives finger guns before suddenly bursting into tears. Asterisk asterisk. A sudden drop in incest porn. Rise of healthy fuck friends themed porn. What are you doing, stepbro's best friend? Benevolent aliens landing on Earth and staging an intervention, bringing gifts of science, knowledge and humanity. And the gift better not be their fucking language. We see you, arrival, we see you. The cure for COVID-19 turns out to be something easily accessible and low cost. Virgin's blood. Plenty here on Reddit. Someone discovers how to cure cancer cheaply and easily. I feel like this is the start of the I Am Legend plot, which would be very 2020. Americans actually bothering to vote. That's kinda a monkey's paw kinda wish tbh. A new fucking president. Discovering alien life under the icy crust of Europa. Knowing 2020 that discovery would not have a happy ending. The government forgiving my wife and my student loans for being essential healthcare workers. They said they'd forgive my loans for teaching. I had the right loans. Followed the payment plan I was supposed to follow. This was after being told I didn't qualify because I made too much money. Which isn't actually a thing. They just lied to me. They rejected about 99% of applicants who qualified. I should have qualified. I don't remember what bullshit excuse they gave. But apparently they can just say no if they want to. They'll make you pay every dime. You can't escape it. You have a stronger chance of finding a drug lord's stash of money and guns in a bush behind your house. A pill that makes boobs produce chocolate milk on command. I just thought of something. Someone, somewhere, for some reason, must think that chocolate milk comes from black chicks. There's 7 billion of us. Some idiot has to be stupid enough. It turns out 2020 was just the introduction to 2021, when all of humanity gets an extremely fast change of mentality. By 2025 we turn this bitch around and the world turns into something similar to an utopian planet, where there's no crime, corruption or prejudice. We finally reach the golden age. Science, education and culture get all the funding that we gave to military and marketing. So within 20 years we colonize other planets. And by 2070 we start colonizing other galaxies too. By 2147 we discover traces of an unknown element on one of the surrounding planets. 2 years later a weird crate is found on Mars, holding some advanced technology. Scientists study it and quickly find out how mass effect fields work, which results in humans finally discovering faster than light travel. But before we can even get to use it, we find out that one of Pluto's moons is actually some technology, some kind of relay, that's been there for thousands of years. We dig it up only to realize that it's a mass effect relay that basically teleports you to various parts of space. In 2157, the first contact is made. And in 2158, PWI, Planet War I, breaks out after someone shoots an alien archduke outside a space station sandwich shop. History repeats itself, regardless of location. Scientists discover that a unique side effect experienced by COVID survivors is that their lungs develop the ability to sequester carbon directly from the air, which gets processed in their bodies and harmlessly removed in their stool. And that's how COVID becomes the unexpected cure for climate change and carbon pollution. Which sounds silly, but I also never in a million years would have guessed that 2020 would see the revival of drive-in cinema. Still hard to believe I'm typing this. So what the hell? Considering how 2020's gone, I'm not sure if that's the craziest thing that could happen. A time skip to 2021. I'm not convinced 2021 would be better. Time skip to 2022 then. See, I've got a theory each year is going to get exponentially worse. So I'll have to pass on that also. Let's just reverse time to 2010. There you go. Now you're talking big money. Should give me enough time to make ass loads off of Bitcoin. Just remember to sell in December 2017 for fuck's sake. Tuesday, November 3rd, 2020. What makes you so sure that'll redeem 2020? I'm fucking terrified for that day. Regardless of who wins, it's going to be a shit show and I won't want to be on social media for weeks, if not months. At this point there's almost nothing that could redeem 2020. IDK, I think the pills that make boobs dispense chocolate milk idea is promising. You realize that would make your grandmother's mammary glands chocolate milk dispensaries the same as it would your hot neighbor who waters the lawn in Daisy Dukes. Right, can you live with that dual image? I could give it a shot. Cyberpunk 2077 comes out and it's literally the best game humanity has ever created, and is widely celebrated as a great human achievement. Bobby Shmurda is released from prison on December 11th. Love, understanding, patience, universal basic income, finding new habitable planet. If they did, it would be really far away, so I don't see how that would be helpful. How do you plan on going there? With any luck it'll be on a collision course with Earth, which will make literally walking from one world to the other easy peasy. Sounds like a well thought out and realistic plan. 10 out of 10. Katy Perry sex tape. A man of culture. The Stanley Parable, Ultra Deluxe. Drumpf losing in a landslide and slinking off with a whimper. Not gonna lie, you had me in the first half, but the last bit is just pure fantasy. He's more likely to be dragged kicking and screaming from the White House by the Secret Service if he loses. I think seeing that would make me happier than just having him slink off TBH. Worldwide ban on punishment for being LGBTQ+. Not yet marriage everywhere. Just no more beatings and executions. No one going to jail for being queer. I would also hope that the BLM protests make a big change. Less murdering black trans women would be a nice touch, while the unstoppable disasters happens, as in the virus going around and whatnot. I think a lot of us can take this time to realize how much better we can all be. Cliché, I know, but let me say this. The virus is out of control. Multiple deaths happening is out of our control. But what we can control is ourselves. And whilst the world and our loved ones are going down, we can at least be nice to each other no matter what is happening. I think we can all need it. It's really not the year to let your inner asshole out to make more trouble. A drastic change of how our governments are functioning and how the officials that are supposed to protect us are operating. It's time that the main goals of the country aim to protect its people, not profit off of and harm all who serve to protect a corrupted little personal gain. Peace in the Middle East, a steak medium rare on my plate and a blowjob every night. A sequel to Step Brothers. Universal healthcare. A cure for epilepsy so I can work and drive again, and or the USA settling down so we can open the border with them and can be reunited with people we've been separated from for far too long. Pokémon Go revival. I take it you're not playing. You should go check out all the features they've added. I played it every few months or so, and I agree. The amount of support that game gets is incredible. But I miss the unifying nature of it. Back when everybody was playing it simultaneously and love running into other players. I would love it if Pokémon Go, or some other game, managed to recapture that social aspect where everyone in the world felt like a new friend. I am playing. Cave update. Me getting laid. I'll definitely send thoughts and prayers. Ahem for you. Bringing back Firefly. Benevolent, advanced aliens publicly stepping in to correct the course of our civilization. Third, impact and the completion of the human instrumentality project. Finally, we will fill the missing pieces of our souls. 3+1 would be a cool consolation prize though. Progress. Actual remedies for the problems that got us here. Criminal justice reform and public health policy that prevents pandemics instead of just reacting to them. Monsieur. I know, right? I feel that 2020 is the year the problem-solving skills of humanity as a race get dramatically upgraded, and as a result we have the opportunity to make massive progress on many fronts. Scientists find a cure for COVID and miraculously cancer as well. Government works out universal health care. Universal basic income. The Mars rover accidentally trips the alien terraforming button a la Total Recall. Elon Musk unveils he's invented teleportation and an unlimited energy supply. Peace reigns across the world. Atlantis is discovered. We received contact from an alien society that was just waiting for us to evolve enough to be civil. In the universal society, we learn all of us are one and the cosmos groove electric. Aliens invade Earth, get COVID and die just as we build up our immunity to it. Turning it off and then on again. Biden dropping out and Bernie becoming the nominee. 1. Easy, cheap coronavirus cure treatment. 2. Trump not just removed from office, but totally exposed as the crooked con man that he is, and jailed for it. Shunned by even those that live in the penthouse suite of his ass. 3. Tacos that make you skinny and fight cancer. 4. A better presidential candidate, regardless of party affiliation. 5. The Office. Rebooted. But it doesn't suck. A mugshot without his fake hair would be just so sweet. The new American dream, all spelled out. Honestly, for things yo progress forward somehow, I think this year is a cumulative of awful shit too. Force everyone to try and grow as people and as a society. Our Boris catches the coronavirus and subsequently has a change of view. Edit. What am I saying? He'll just double down as he always does. Well, if Boris continued as if he'd not had it and merely took a few weeks off before coming back. Ever the insufferable cunt he always was. I'm sorry dude, but I don't hold out much hope for your walking talking tangerine. Boobs, always the answer. Bring 'em on, I say. But sir, we already have that shit. Hey, how you doing buddy? I like boobs. Actual hoverboards, not those foot-plank horizontal battery fire-wheeled shits. Unlocking humanity's latent potential for magic. That or a monster apocalypse. My dad coming back. I hope he does buddy. I imagine it's rough for you but things will get better. The election of Joe Biden. With a resounding majority in both houses of Congress. And the political will to actually do something significant and worthwhile with it, unlike last time. He said redeem not make worse. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.